Have you ever wondered why someone suddenly loses interest in texting you? It's rarely just one big mistake. More often, it's a series of small, unnoticed habits that quietly build up over time. In this video, we'll uncover the subtle texting mistakes that can push people away without you even realizing it. Let's start by looking at how these habits show up in everyday conversations and what you can do to avoid them. Texting is now one of the main ways we connect with others. Whether it's friends, family, or someone you're interested in, our phones are always within reach. But here's the thing. Most of us were never actually taught how to communicate well through text. It's easy to make mistakes that create pressure, awkwardness, or even emotional distance. Today, we'll break down the biggest texting mistakes and show you how to build real attraction, connection, and respect. Have you ever felt anxious waiting for a reply? Or maybe you've noticed someone pulling away after a few awkward exchanges. The truth is, texting can quietly create pressure if we're not careful. Small habits like overthinking every message or checking your phone constantly can make conversations feel tense. Let's dive into the first common mistake that can push people away. First mistake is making texting your entire life. Replying quickly isn't always a bad thing, but instantly responding to every message all the time can create emotional pressure. It signals that your attention is always available, which can feel overwhelming for the other person. People naturally value interactions more when they feel balanced, not obsessive. Remember, healthy communication comes from having your own life and priorities outside your phone. Texting should fit into your life, not take it over. When you make messaging your main focus, it can come across as needy or overly available. Instead, focus on your own routines and interests. This not only makes you more interesting, but also gives the other person space to miss you and appreciate your messages. Let your conversations add value to your day, not distract you from it. Let's talk about the next mistake, dry conversations. We've all seen those one-word replies like lol, wid, or just K. These short, low-energy messages can kill a conversation faster than you think. When your texts lack curiosity or emotional engagement, it becomes hard for the other person to keep the conversation going. Good texting is about creating a back and forth that feels lively and interesting. Instead of asking generic questions like, "How was your day?" try being more specific. For example, ask, "What was the most interesting part of your day?" This invites the other person to share more and keeps the conversation flowing. Specific questions show you care and make it easier for the other person to respond with something meaningful. It's easy to overthink every message you send. You might type, delete, and retype, worried about saying the wrong thing. But this habit can make texting stressful and less authentic. Instead, focus on being genuine and relaxed in your conversations. People appreciate honesty and a natural flow much more than perfectly crafted replies. Another common mistake is double texting, sending multiple messages before the other person replies. While it's normal to be eager, sending too many texts in a row can come off as impatient or pushy. Give the other person time to respond. If they're interested, they'll get back to you when they can. Texting doesn't have tone of voice or facial expressions, so it's easy for messages to be misunderstood. Jokes, sarcasm, or even simple statements can be taken the wrong way. If you're not sure, add a little context or use emojis to help clarify your meaning. Clear communication prevents unnecessary confusion. Sometimes people share too much, too soon over text. While it's great to be open, overwhelming someone with long paragraphs or personal details can feel intense. Keep your messages balanced, share, but also ask questions and give the other person space to share too. On the flip side, ignoring messages or leaving someone on scene can feel dismissive. If you're busy, it's okay to reply later, but don't make a habit of never responding. Consistent communication shows respect and keeps the connection strong. Texting can feel impersonal if you never add a personal touch. Use their name, reference inside jokes, or mention shared experiences. These small details make your messages stand out and help build a stronger connection. Constant negativity or complaining can drain the energy from any conversation. Try to keep your texts positive and uplifting. If you need to vent, save it for a real conversation or someone you trust. Positive energy is attractive and keeps people wanting to talk to you. Pay attention to the other person's texting style and energy. If they send long, thoughtful messages, try to match that effort. If they prefer quick, light chats, keep it casual. Matching their energy shows you're in tune with them and helps the conversation flow naturally. Emojis can add fun and clarity, but using too many can make your messages hard to read or seem less genuine. Use them to enhance your message, not replace real words. A little goes a long way. If you only stick to surface-level topics, conversations can get boring fast. Don't be afraid to ask deeper questions or share your thoughts and feelings. Meaningful conversations build real attraction and trust. How you end a conversation matters. Don't just disappear or leave things hanging. A simple good night or talk soon leaves a positive impression and makes the other person look forward to your next chat. Respect the other person's boundaries. If they're busy or not in the mood to talk, don't push for replies. Healthy communication means understanding when to give space and when to engage. Remember, texting is just one part of building a relationship. Use it to connect, share, and make plans, but don't rely on it for everything. Real connection happens when you balance texting with real-life interactions. Sum up, texting is a powerful tool for connection, but it's easy to fall into habits that push people away. Focus on being present, curious, and respectful in your messages. Avoid the common mistakes we discussed, and you'll find your conversations become more engaging and meaningful. Remember, it's the small changes that make the biggest difference. Happy texting.